And we were able to use Ryan's guitars. A collection of guitars belonging to Ryan was seen in the garage at Brandon House. Jenks has already used that. Well, I just wanted to get some segue going here. Okay, fine. I think we should speak with Ryan about his guitars, and perhaps his father as well. Hey, Chad, don't forget your Twitch primes. Hey, channel visitors. Go across to Brandon House. I appreciate you mentioning that. Thank you.
If you don't mind.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
Answer no.
Ryan couldn't get a tune out of a radio. He's tone deaf.
Okay, so he's never tried to go professional.
If he did try, it was never gonna happen.
Well, you don't have to subtweet me, okay? It's a little insulting. Try putting that up there for now. Yeah, let's not ask him about that remote control lock.
What can you tell me about doll burning at Atlas?
Not very much. It's one of Ryan's ideas. My son is under the illusion that he's a genius.
The illusion? Okay. What about this suspicious porno?
Seen this before?
Appears to be a digital video disc.
The writing looks familiar, but no.
Okay. Alright, you're good.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
He is a lot less intimidating with the glasses. Glasses, for most people, they add a certain air of mysteriousness, but not this time.
The DVD! That's all they took. Must have been deliberate. Someone clearly wanted that back. Nice and helpful of them to leave a piece of evidence behind, though.
Dude, that was so fast. It all popped off immediately. Bag used in mugging from Monarch Costumes. Can't use that here, are you crazy? It did look like James. I don't disagree. Plus he's wearing a hoodie, which is something only stoners do. I go to school wearing a full suit and tie and my finest trilby. Please? Please? Nope. Okay, well, you know what? Let's go to Rebecca's and we'll ask about Ryan's guitars. Because if it's his wife, surely she's gonna know what's up.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
He tries. He does keep wasting money on them, though. I think he believes if he buys the right one, he'll suddenly turn into Jimi Hendrix.
They spelled the name wrong.
Really. I just let him play in his room. As long as he plays in there, I don't mind.
This hurts, man. I was gonna say, I'm glad that they put this in quotation marks, because, like, in his room, in a house that he owns, is a little bit insulting. So I'm glad that the game was also like, hey, in his room, what the heck's up with that? It's like the way, you know, like a mom would talk about her teenage son.
Have you seen this before, anywhere?
Well, I know the shop, costume shop just outside the village.
Ever used it?
Not personally, but I think Ryan might have.
Unfortunately, I can't speak to him because he's in the middle of a satanic ritual right now, so anything you could tell me would be very helpful.
Doll burning at Atlas?
Only that it's part of the course. I'm not entirely sure what they're for, but I made dozens for him.
You made them?
Oh, Ryan can't make anything. He's practically dyspraxic.
If you think I'm going to sit here and take this, you're right, because
that's all for the moment. Thank you.
It's an adventure game. There's nothing else I can do. All right. Nobody likes Ryan, dude. Even his wife just tolerates him. All right, James. If you're wearing a red hoodie, I'm going to be pissed.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Oh, dude, his house is gonna be like littered in this stuff, guaranteed.
Seen this anywhere before?
Nope.
Well, he's a steel trap.
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning? What sort of doll burning?
It doesn't mean anything to you.
No. Should it?
No, that's okay.
This is the most British man I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It's the face, the voice, the demeanor, the hairline, and the salvia.
Be back later on. if
He's
that's
got the
okay.
total package. Like, he looks like he would be a farmer in like a Russell Crowe's Robin Hood movie or something like that. He would be like one of the guys who gets killed and then Robin Hood ascends from that. I'm not making fun of his hairline. I mean, look who's talking. I'm just saying. He does look like a character model from The Witcher. Oh, thank you. Okay. We're at the village hall. Perhaps this is a skeleton lock. Ryan's guitar collection. The bag used in the mugging. Turns out that's not the key. Okay, we're gonna go speak to Simon and Emma then. We're gonna start with Emma, because honestly, she's like a pushover.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
In interrogation, she's like already given us everything we need to know.
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
I know he plays because he tried to buy one off me.
Do you play?
I used to. I used to be in a band, but I was a singer as well, so I got away with it.
Singer as well?
Yeah, I used to sing in a band every night. But sometimes it was in a pub, but usually at Rebecca's.
What was that called?
It was called Blackstone. And this guy from a record company once came to see us, and he said the band was rubbish, but that I was good. So after that, I don't think they liked me much, and then we broke up after college.
Can't hide talent.
She's a sad soul. But Blackstone, if I remember correctly, was mentioned last week. Oh, thank you, Chad. Chad is like a notebook that's constantly evolving. That's Liam's band. Okay. She didn't know Liam very well, and yet we were in a band together? How does that happen? Yes, let's go!
That band you sang in, Blackstone. Who else was in the band?
Just a few people from college.
Including Liam?
Yeah.
Why did you say you didn't know him?
No, it's not that. I just thought you meant that I didn't know about his suicide.
Did you?
No, I was away on holiday.
When he died?
Yeah, I only knew him through the band.
She definitely knows more than she's saying. She was in a band with Liam, but didn't know about his problem. I'm not sure I believe you,
Yep.
Emma.
Yeah, Emma. I told you. Don't lie to Jenks. He's like the David Blaine of interrogation. He heard you cough. It's Liam's favorite costume shop.
Have you used it?
No, but I know where it is.
Yo, new map pin? Just arrest her? Well, it's not illegal to lie unless she's under oath. And as of right now, she hasn't sworn on anything.
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning, I think it was something that they did on the course. Simon mentioned it.
Oh, they didn't do that when you were there?
No.
It's obstruction of justice. I'm gonna be honest, that's one of those crimes that, like, I've only heard about on the news and in media. I didn't know obstruction of justice was, like, a real thing. They should call it lying to a cop. It's a much more descriptive name.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Seen this? You know the shop?
Yeah, I know the shop. I hired something from them last year, I think.
This for a party, I assume.
Yeah, something like that.
Hired a costume. It's just I mean, I don't want to tell Brits how to speak English, but that's not the way we say it. What we say is we bought some bullshit from there last year. It's a more elegant way to describe it.
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
Not a whole lot. I know he brought a guitar to one of the groups once, at the end of one of the stages. That's the only time.
Dude,
I've
he's
seen him with a
actually,
guitar.
it's not Michael Scott. What's the British Office's boss? Free love on the free love freeway. The highway's free and the road is long. Yeah, David Brent, that's right. 100%. His name's not Ricky, that's the actor, but I get you.
What do you know about doll burning?
Not on the course. It's a ritual thing. It's getting rid of things that you don't need. Throw it into the fire.
And that's a good thing.
You ever hear about
Well,
donating
it
to
helps
charity?
Get rid of things you don't need, so you can move on and take control again.
So what are the masks for?
They're just to help you get into the right frame of mind. Just get you into the zone, help with the trance.
A trance?
Yeah. It's like self-hypnosis. We do it on the course sometimes. It's just to help you get into the right frame of mind,
So you hypnotize yourself? How do you do that?
Just stare into a mirror and chant something, just say the same thing over and over again. Or you could just close your eyes and put yourself into a trance. Some people can do that.
And that's safe?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't say
Hypnosis doesn't work the way
Candyman.
that most people think it does. You can't just be hypnotized if you don't want to be hypnotized. But you can learn to hypnotize yourself.
What did you say it was called? Auto-hypnosis?
Self-hypnosis, auto-hypnosis, same thing, really.
I think Simon was a bit too quick to play down the role of auto-hypnosis on the course. I'll have to ask around about this.
This guy's an idiot, it's just called sleeping. Sometimes I close my eyes and I have vivid imagery appear in my head for up to 8 hours at a time. Well, I think you are sadly
Thank you.
good for now.
Probably be back later.
Don't think I'm letting him off about the homebrew. You know what? Not
Ask
done
her a
with you
couple more
yet.
things,
If you ever,
please.
want to get an easy lead, you just go to Emma's and ask her about anything.
Do you know what auto-hypnosis is?
It's some type of self-hypnosis, isn't it?
Oh, she must be a linguist.
Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. But I think Kate was into it. She learned it from when she went to Atlas.
And what did she tell you about it?
Not a lot, really. I think it helped her. I think she used it as a sort of self-meditation.
Okay. But... The unlocked bicycle. Okay. I don't know if I have an
Thank
end
you.
yet.
Probably be back
I don't
later.
think I have an end yet. Going back to the... I mean, we'll just do it in order. I guess we'll go back to the pub. At this point, we should really just have the key. Ringing the bell is just insulting.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah. How do you feel about auto-hypnosis?
Do you know anything about hypnosis used on the Atlas course?
Are you sure you mean hypnosis or the power of persuasion?
What's the difference?
Not a lot. But if you want someone to do something, it's usually easier to ask nicely.
Atlas used persuasion techniques.
Well, don't all businesses use it, Inspector? Ever heard of advertising?
I don't know why she's on, like, the verge of laughing at us. Ever heard of advertising? Okay. Well, that's not
That's all for
menacing.
the moment. Thank you.
I was actually 100% on Jenks here. Well, that's all for the moment. See you never. Okay. Here we go. Let's ask the dad.
Ask about a few more things, please.
And, I'm sure he's going to tell us some bullshit about how it lets you get over your innate human weakness.
Can you tell me more about the auto-hypnosis techniques used on the course?
We don't use hypnosis on the course.
Not at all.
Not anymore.
So, how was it used?
Hypnosis is probably the wrong word, Inspector. It's nothing to do with the trances or things like that.
And yet...
It was meant to force... to help students.
Did you force them?
You can't force anybody into being hypnotized. You have to want to be hypnotized. It's not something out of your control. You can't be hurt or damaged.
Yeah, well, I saw a dude get turned invisible.
By hypnosis.
How do you reconcile
So you never
that?
put pressure on students to enter into hypnosis.
It would be impossible to do so.
Okay. It's not used... I mean, I'm waiting... I don't know if I have an end yet. But... They say it's not used on the course anymore, but Simon said it was used. Ask him if he can pull his wife out of a backpack. I've already done the bit, but
Be back later on,
that
if
is where that
that's okay.
show Magic for Humans lost me. This show has no camera tricks, 100% real magic. Pull your wife out of the backpack. That's right, I need to ask him about the bag. Oh, you think I'm just gonna pull my wife out of the
Questions, if that's
backpack?
okay?
And then the dude pulls his wife out of the backpack. Come on. I have to suspend more than my disbelief. I have to suspend everybody else's disbeliefs in order to believe that one.
Have you seen this before?
No, I don't think so.
You don't recognize the shop?
No.
Is there someone else who works at Atlas? Someone who may have been there tonight?
No. There's a cleaner. Comes at strange times, but then he's a strange boy. Work experience.
As a cleaner?
Well, we did try him in accounts, but didn't work out.
Classic. They're like, well, we like having you here. You're a shit accountant. How'd you like to clean the toilets for us?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
It's a very, like, there's a cross-applicable variety of skills used in both of those jobs. I mean, in many ways, an accountant just cleans up your finances, so why wouldn't they be a good custodian? He mentioned the shop before? Okay, I will... First I'm going to speak to James, and then I will go back and grill him.
A few more questions, please. Ever heard of auto-hypnosis, James? Self-hypnosis.
Yeah.
And what do you know about it?
Oh,
Another
get on
name
with
for
it then. I'm
scrying.
watching the new Graham
Some people call
Linehan
it
special.
autohypnosis, I call it scrying.
Right. So you're saying scrying is just self-hypnosis?
Scrying? You could scry on anything. I don't use a mirror. I can scry watching the clouds. Maybe the water on a lake in the moonlight.
And when you're watching the water, what happens? You go into a trance?
You lose yourself in your unconscious. You go deeper and deeper. You swim around. Try not to go too deep. Because if you go too deep, you start drowning. Then you get dragged down to the bottom. As long as you stay swimming, come to the surface again. Then you wake up and see the world as it really is. Like a journey to a place people talk about, but no one's ever seen.
You know, I can come back in the
You're
morning.
thinking about Kate, aren't you?
What makes you say that?
She bought a mirror. Sold her one last year.
Was she into using mirrors like that?
No idea. But she bought one.
Right.
Okay. Maybe she was in a trance and then drowned trying to scry off of the river.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
He said he doesn't sell them. Oh, you're right. Wait a minute. Hold on, Buster.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
We're policing by committee. You sold a scrying mirror to Kate Vine last year, and yet... You... Shit, give me a moment here. And yet you don't sell the... He doesn't sell them for money, but he does sell them for candy?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I just don't understand how or why he would sell something without selling it for money. It's like, it's just, his margins are too high. We want to go, and Ryan's dad is going to be put in the friggin' electric chair.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
So you don't know where the bag is from, but when we were talking about the mask, you think it's from Monarch Costumes. Come on.
Do you visit Monarch Costumes a lot?
No, I used to go in there occasionally. Why?
By the way, I've never heard of it.
Yes, of course I do.
You see, Paul, I thought you said you didn't know where this bag was from.
Well, maybe I do.
What, are you, a cop or
This
something?
was used to put over my head, Paul, by a mugger. Would you like to tell me something?
Please suggesting that I had something to do with your mugging.
Did you?
You really ask the most ridiculous questions. Of course I didn't.
So why did you lie about the shop?
Well, I didn't have anything to do with your mugging, Inspector, but I might know somebody who did.
Go on.
Did Ryan mention Jason to you, the cleaner? Unfortunately, Ryan at some point told Jason that the DVD mustn't be
The
removed.
DVD.
So, when he saw you take it, he simply thought that he was doing us a favor by getting it back. He isn't exactly what you'd call one of Darwin's best examples.
Wow.
So what's on the DVD that's
Insulting a man's
All right,
jeans.
something I did myself, a little stunt I pulled to amuse the students.
What kind of stunt?
I pretended to steal from the students. I emphasize the word pretended. The students knew all about it afterwards. Everything was above board.
Steal from students? Why?
We were doing a piece about pushing the limit, so I decided I would show them how it was done. Oh, don't look so serious, Inspector. I returned everybody's things immediately afterwards. No harm done.
And when was this?
Last year sometime.
At Third Eye or Atlas?
Third Eye, I think.
And this was before or after Liam died?
Well, since you'll probably find out anyway, it happened to be on the night that Liam died, as it happens.
What a coincidence.
Before you ask. No. I didn't steal from him.
He's like, I got him.
It's a good idea to encourage students to steal, Paul.
I wasn't encouraged.
Yet I did not inhale.
Steal. Policemen are so literal. Life is shades of grey, Inspector. Much as the Force might like it. It
The
doesn't
Force?
divide neatly into blacks and whites. Now, if you don't mind, you'd have to excuse me for a moment. You know where the door is.
Oh, he's talking about the police force, not midichlorians.
I see he was quick enough to claim he didn't steal from Liam. What kind of stunt was that anyway? And Liam dying later the same night? It's just all a bit too suspicious.
Well, you know the rules now. We get a piece of information, immediately we go bring it up to Emma. She sings like a friggin' canary.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
What do you know about Paul Rand?
Paul the Slime.
You've obviously
Wow.
met him then.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I'm fucking his son.
What do you know about him committing a fake theft during one of the courses?
What, about him going through people's bags? Yeah, he tried that thing on me as well, weirdo.
So you were at Third Eye?
Yes. Yes, I went there for a few months after college and I left because I hated it. And I didn't know Atlas was the same thing. And I went with Simon.
Does Simon know that?
No. I didn't want to burst his bubble, so I didn't say anything.
So he doesn't know you went to Third Eye?
No.
Ah! So is that where you met Ryan as well?
Yep.
Right. What didn't you like about the
I'm gonna know
course?
her life
Well, it was
story by
just-
the end of this.
It was stupid. They just made you do things to other people and be abusive just to prove that you could, and I absolutely hated it.
What sort of things?
Oh, just stupid things. Nasty things to prove that you could do it. It was about not feeling guilty. And it was horrible. That's why I left.
And is Simon doing all of this stuff now?
No, I think they had to stop because it was just getting ridiculous. I think somebody got arrested or something.
Very interesting.
Or, you know, like maybe 2 people died, but no big deal. Alright,
That's
Simon,
all for the
hello.
moment. Thank you.
I like how everybody in this town, like, accidentally keeps getting involved in a cult. There I go culting again.